clear, mountainy evidence that he is engaged in not only conflict of interest with the then vice president and now president, but so much more.
In 2015, because that's where the bad stuff was. And so the idea that he just forgot to pay his taxes, I mean, some people forget to pay their taxes. He purposely left things out of his taxes because if you go looking in there, you might see a $5 million payment from somewhere it shouldn't come from.
I think we have more of those three, more percentages of those three right now than we have with half the things that have resulted in way more. And to that point, Joe, I have to say, I've seen so many successful prosecutions and plea deals, all other normal Americans that actually are subjected to real law.
Yeah, and with this gun crime, I mean...
I hope you know what you're doing about this, son. So it was a failure of office of his responsibilities, but it was also a moral failure.
It was than I do, but there's a real impact on the rest of us when everyone's going hog wild with the $25,000 tickets to see what some people argue is mediocre performers and also amazing performers. Depends who you talk to.
Don't you blaspheme. Don't you blaspheme in here.
Hey, critics argue.
That's a line from Blues Brothers. From the central banks will keep jacking interest rates to fight inflation, but it's still out there. But you can't blame the players. It's not their fault.
Right. Or their fans will come after you as the beehive and what the Taylor Swift hive. I don't know what you call it.
They will. I personally think this is COVID buildup. So everyone was locked down. I mean, I remember when I would go back to Florida during COVID, and it's
things that I just can't get over. And this is just me being maybe a little bit bitter. I went into the wrong profession. Is that Beyonce and Jay-Z bought California's, in history, like their most expensive home. $200 million is their Malibu home, not their main home. And yet you have these young people going into debt to go see them. Maybe they should use their platform to talk about why it's important not to go into debt and not be supporting policies just to not teaching them fiscal responsibility.
Wow.
Yeah. To Kayleigh's point, it's being called revenge spending still, that people are still in the post-COVID heyday.